Hello, welcome. My name is Melissa. I'd like to welcome you to the pregnancy program. We're up to, in this whole program, the 15th and 16th week. But you know, if you feel like this suits you in another week or so, depending, on your, the way you were training before you got pregnant and so on, then go right ahead. If you feel like this is suitable for you at week 18, great. But this is a program that's, builds on from the previous weeks. And so here we go. We're going to start off with a warm up, and I'm going to put my little timer on so I know what we're doing. Okie dokes. Let's start marching on the spot for a minute. Now, as I say every video, the most important part about exercising in pregnancy and of course in these programs is to be able to hold a conversation. So why I say that is we need to be operating at intensity level of 7 out of 10. So that 8, 9, 10 intensity level is when you're out of breath. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be out of our breath at all, ever, during pregnancy. You're depriving oxygen to the baby. Yeah, so the best way to tell that you're working at the 7 out of 10 intensity level is by being able to talk. Are you able to hold a conversation? If you are, that's great, let's keep it there, yeah? And that's another reason why we don't recommend you do HIIT training, high intensity interval training, massive no-no. Alrighty, let's take a bit of a step each side. Another minute here. So this is not a race, it's just a warm-up. More seconds left. All right, now we come like this. Nearly there, ready for our mobilization. Okie dokes. Now, what we're going to do, grab a wall, is we're going to just grab, so we have one hand here on the wall, the other hand is just going to go through like this, yeah? Now you can do this on the ground, right? You can just do this. Yeah, so when you're coming out like here, you're getting that back line stretch right here, yeah? So let's do 10 on each side. It's a great way to get a back line. All right, swapping hands. Fantastic. A little bit of these arm circles. Yep. Okay, we're going to do some hip mobilization as well here. So one leg forward, bending it. Yep, and we're just coming up, just pushing forward that front leg. So you're feeling it right here. So you can do some pulses here. Doesn't have to be static at all. And then you can twist. Yeah? As you're doing the pulses. So my left leg is forward and I'm twisting left. And swapping legs. Twisting the other way. So my right leg is forward and I am twisting right. Fantastic. Alrighty, so we're ready to go. In this session here, degressing from our last, the goal here is to reduce our weight. We're working with a different tempo, a little bit of variation here. And so we've got our, maybe just 1 kilo reduction is fine. So we've got our dumbbells we're going to do, then we've got our push-ups we're going to do, and then I've got a resistance band here, ready to go. Yeah, let's get a wriggle on. Okay, so we're going down 4 seconds, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Last one. Fantastic. We're back on our push-ups. Depending on where you were previously, you can go on from that variation, but if you feel that you might be ready for a bit of a degress, what we're going to do here is knee push-ups, 3-second tempo. So last session, we're doing 4 tempo. We're bringing it back down now. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3. Lucky last. Fantastic. Where if you have been with me from the start, or whenever you have started with me in your trimester, we are going to add a little bit something fresh. Okay, so what we're going to do, get your resistance band. Look, it depends intensity level where you're up to, right? Obviously you're going to degress. Okay. Now with this here, you're just going to pull out and pull back in. Yeah? So as you pull out, you're going to activate that core. I know you can't even imagine it being pregnant, but that tilt is still there, no matter if you're pregnant or not, you know? So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So you're still kind of activating it and you're pushing out. Yeah? So breathing in, and then when you breathe out as you pull. Yep, so with me here, you can't see much because it's quite a tight band. You really want to focus on a lighter one because it's not an easy one here to do. So you don't need a full-on heavy one. Yeah? If you're really feeling it in your arms, keep going, but if you're really feeling it in your arms, maybe you might want to reduce the level to about here. It's about your boob level. Yep. So it's not a big movement at all, but you definitely feel it in the arms and the core a little bit, yeah? So this is what we talk about called integrated core workouts, is where you're kind of really integrating your core into the workouts. And this is just a really good example that you can also take into postnatal as well and throughout the pregnancy. Okay? Okay, so I'll give you a 60-second break. Grab a drink if you must. Okay, and we might get back onto those squats here. All right. Ready? Let's go. Two more to go. Fantastic. All right, we're going to go back onto our push-ups. So 3 seconds down. To go. Lucky last. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go back onto our integrated core workout. Okay, ready? So we breathe in, and as we pull out, we breathe out. Wonderful. Let's give you a 60-second break here, and we'll be back for our last round. to our squats, our very last round. Alrighty, off we go. 4 seconds down. Lucky last. Let's do this. Fantastic. Okay. Last lot of push-ups. Wonderful. Okay. We're now going to breathe in and breathe out as you pull out. Fantastic. Okay, that's the end of our first circuit. Grab a 60-second break and come back for the second circuit. Welcome back to the second circuit. I'm glad you didn't run away. What we have here is the same dumbbells but for a deadlift, which will be going like this. And then we've got some resistance bands for the lat pull down. Now I've sort of got two because it's up there and you want to be able to reach going like this. And you can hang that wherever around the house you can find. And then what do we have? God, I'm having a mind blank. It'll come to me as we go along. Alright, so, oh, that's right. We're going to be holding these dumbbells and doing some kicks. Yeah. Okie dokes. Let's start off with the deadlift. Now, this is sort of like in between a deadlift slash, yeah, kind of deadlift, yeah. Alright, so we've got our front foot forward. So we've got our stance. We've got our front foot forward, which is bent. The back one is straight. And so, we're going to come forward. So all we're doing is the hip tilt, yeah? The knees are not moving, yeah? So here, the back leg may lift off the heel if you like, but the front foot is what we're working on. So that back end that's getting the work done. Now, you don't need to be, for a deadlift, going all the way down. Halfway of your lower leg is fine. So we're going down on a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Okay, we're doing 12 reps. Last one, and swap legs. Keeping that back straight as you come down. You don't want to be having those shoulders rolling down, forward as you're coming down. They're intact. Two more. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to go on to our lat pull down. Now, if you feel that you don't need to regress based on the one time we did lat pull down from the first trimester, don't. If you feel like you need to degress, my first train of thought would be to reduce the intensity of the band. Yeah, but so that's really the main one. If you're going to be using a resistance band, is just going locked down, right? See how you go with the same, yeah? All right, off we go. So bending over, coming up slowly on a count of 4. If you want to use the same resistance band but still feel the need to degress, do 10 reps instead of 12. Or you could do 3 reps, 3 seconds instead of 4 that we're doing now, yeah? So that's some variation options. And down. More. Fabulous. All right. Hope you're not out of breath. Okay, so what we're going to do, holding on to these dumbbells, is we're just going to kick forward. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 more. Last one. Fantastic. Let's grab a 60-second break there. Okay, so we're going to go back onto our deadlift. So one leg forward, yeah, one leg back is straight. This one's slightly bent, just a bit, yeah. The back one is straight. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's swap legs. Two more. Fantastic. Alrighty. We're moving now onto the lat pull down. Quickly we pull down and slowly we're coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. All right. We're going to go do our little kicks. Alrighty. Ready? Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Grab a 60-second break and come back down for one more set. Alrighty, let's get back onto those deadlifts. Our last round, fantastic. Let's do this. So, one leg forward, yeah, back leg straight, heel can be off the ground. And as as we go down, we're breathing in. As we come up, we breathe out. Let's do this. So 10 to 12 reps, depending on your level of fitness before pregnancy. Swapping legs. Last one. Okay, we've got our last lot of lat pull downs. All right. Ready? All right. All right, fantastic. Got a little bit of kicks left and we're going to cool down then. All right, so 12 kicks on each leg, off we go. Fantastic, you have made it to the end. I'm glad you stuck around, and we're going to cool down, which is just as important as warming up, so please do stay. I know some people think, oh, what a waste of time, but it's really not a waste of time because you don't want to be in that upbeat stage doing regular life things. Can create an accident, believe it or not. So what we're going to do first is I think we're going to do a backline stretch. I think that's very important. So this is, so you're just pulling off from this and all you're doing is just pulling off, so you're feeling that nice back stretch on this side here. I hope you're enjoying this stretch as I am, because I love it. This is definitely one of my favorite stretches of all time. And swap. Fantastic. Okay, and we're just going to do some dynamic hamstrings here. So this leg's bent, this one's straight. Just coming up, you're coming down. Let's do 10 on each leg. And swap legs. I hope you have enjoyed this session as much as I have been developing it creatively and filming it. I've really enjoyed this, and this is something I will do so myself if I were pregnant. And follow me for more pregnancy tips, whether it's modern medicine or the ancient remedies, holistic natural remedies, whether that be morning sickness or whatever it may be. Alright, and all the way through to postnatal. Alright, I'll see you in our next session. Bye bye.